whiteboard video, so bear with me. But the main thing is not about me, it's about what I'm going to show you when it comes to Ingreso Cybernetico, and I want to give you a better understanding of what's going on as far as the cycles go and closing the business centers, because some people are still confused, they don't get it. So I figure if I draw it out and I could implement the ideas that I have in my head on a whiteboard, you'll probably understand a little better. Okay, so pay attention, focus on what I'm going to show you when it comes to the cycles so you can get a better understanding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a few scenarios of what happens when you're cycling. Okay, so bear with me. So what I want you to understand, number one, first, all right, you got your 6 people here. I hope you guys can see that. All right, you got your 6 people here, right? It takes 6 people to close a board, okay, to close a business center. So if you're here, you're always going to be at the top of your business center, all right? So this is your initial team of 6 people, okay? So let's just say, number one, you bring in, I'm just showing you one scenario, okay? So you bring in 2 people. Let's just say you're a good recruiter and you bring in all 6. Okay, this is just one scenario. So you bring in all 6 people, they fill up your business center. Guess what? When that happens, okay, you get paid depending on whatever business center it is. Now, 2 things happen. Okay, what happens is you start a new one. Okay, once this closes out, you actually start a new one. Okay, this is probably the part where most people get confused. So I'm gonna break it down as the best way I can. Okay, you start a new one. What happens is this person over here, okay, number 6 that comes in, actually that's the one that's paying for you, okay, to start a new one over here. Okay, this last person is the one that pays for you to start a new one. It pays for your reentry all the time. Okay, we'll cover that in another video, but that's what's going on. So in all reality, this board doesn't disappear. Okay, it's still there. You closed it, so you start a new one. Okay, so there's a couple of things that go on. Okay, what I want you to understand is that now you got your team here. Okay, so they're still on these boards. So in actuality, whoever is on a board, they're always at the top of their own, but at the same time they belong to someone else's, which is you. But in this case, you had closed it already, so you're gone. So you figure like this, it splits, and now these people have to close theirs. They're at the top of their boards. Okay, your teammates are at the top of their boards, and they have to continue to close them. Okay, at this point, there's no more spillover from you because you can't fit anybody else. You started a new one. You're here. Okay, so a couple of things can happen. You could bring in, you know, you're a good recruiter, so you say you bring in 2 more people, right? 7 and 8. 7 and 8 go here. Okay, I want you to follow me. This is one scenario. 7 and 8 go here. So altogether, you brought in 8 people in the company. 7 and 8 fall into the next spot. Now, let's say number one, okay, the first person you brought in goes and brings in 4 people, okay? They have 3 and 4 from you. This person right here brings in 1, 2, 3, 4 people, okay? In any shape or form, either these 2 people bring in 2, or this number 1 brings in 4 people. These 2 spots are already filled from you. So now they bring in 4 people. Guess what? They close a business center. They cash out, okay? And the 4th person over here pays for their re-entry, and they're right here, okay? So a couple of things is going on. Your new people can potentially get your own teammates to fall right under them. Okay, that's number one. Another thing is, let's say number 2 does the same thing. Let's say in this case, okay, number 2 doesn't recruit at all. Okay, does not, remember, you brought the 2nd person in, so you have number 1 who's a pretty good recruiter, so he brought in some people. Number 2 doesn't recruit at all. Okay, there's still a possibility for that person to earn money. I'm going to show you how. Okay, so you had originally gave this person 2 spillovers, right? Because you're a good recruiter, you brought in 6 people. Now 5 and 6, they both bring in 1, They both they both bring in 2 people each. 5 and 6 bring in 2 people each. Guess what? This one closes board and cashes out. Number 2 is gonna go right here. Okay, I hope you guys are starting to see the picture. So number 2 didn't bring in nobody, but they got 2 spillover, and those 2 spillover have brought more members. Okay, so number 2 ends up here. Okay, number 8, there's so many different ways that the board fills up. The only way for it not to fill up is if nobody does absolutely anything. That's the only way. If there's nothing going on between any of these people, that's the only way that you ever get stuck. It does happen sometimes, but you know, we're hoping that it doesn't. So you're here, this board is done. Number 2, because of the spillover and because of the spillover of people, they brought in their own people, this person closes and ends up right here. So now you have this new person, okay, this is a new guy, number 7, doesn't know these people, never sponsored them, but they came from you from the first time around, but they're meeting you again. Okay, so what happens is every time you sponsor people, they follow you on any level. So there's a combination of things. You can have 2 new people, let's say 3 and 4, the same thing. Let's say they close their boards, okay? Number 3 and 4, they close whichever way is going on, they end up here. So you got a combination of new people, okay? You got a combination of new people mixed in with your own teammates. Guess what? You just close again. So you cashed out, okay? Now you start a new one. Okay, so you got people here that are still closing. You got these people here, okay? They no longer have you on the top as support. Now they got to finish their levels, okay? So there's so many ways that this thing can fill up over and over and over again. Let's say you don't bring any more people in that month, okay? But the original 6 people are really good marketers. Okay, what you need is really what you're aiming for when you sponsoring people. Okay, in actuality, it only takes one good person. I'm gonna explain that. That's a good point. Thanks for reminding me, Alfredo. I'm gonna explain to you how it works if you had one good person like a rock star, or you had a couple of people that are rock stars. I'm gonna explain it to you right now. Okay, follow me on this. Follow me on this real quick. I know I'm trying to cover a lot in this video, but I want you guys to understand the many different possibilities in the way these business centers close and people get paid. Okay, there's 2 more scenarios I want to show you, and then we'll talk about a couple more things. Okay, check this out. Now, here's another scenario. You brought in 6 people, right? So you cashed out already. Let's just say, for example, these 6 people, they keep bringing in people, right? They keep bringing in people. They keep bringing in people throughout the month. What's going to happen is, let's say number 3 cashes out first. He's going to be number here. 5 is moving fast too. He's going to end up right here. Let's say 2 and 1 decide to close their boards. And also, you know, whoever's left, who's left? 4. Who's left? 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? These are your own teammates following you right back into the board again. You cash out again. Okay, another way to look at this, okay, so the 6 people had all closed their boards, so they follow you right back and you cash out again, right? Here's another scenario. Let's say person number 1 and 2, okay, let's say number 1 and 2 had closed their boards, their business centers, so they come right back into yours again. This is the 3rd time already, right? I want you guys to follow me. This is the 3rd time. They follow you right back into yours again. Now they go and sponsor new people. Okay, they sponsor some new people each. Has nothing to do with the old people. They sponsor new. Guess what? Okay, you cash out again, and you start a new board. Okay, so you follow me so far? So we have quite a few scenarios. You have the ones I showed you in the beginning of this presentation. Now you have in the fact of your own teammates, okay, your old teammates that are cycling. You got 6 people that are always cycling, so they keep popping on your boards again. You have a combination of, let's say, 2 of your own team members are bringing in new ones, so they fall into your business center again. Now you have another scenario that could go on. Let's say number 1 and 2. Let's take me for example. Let's say you got Alfredo and Jeff. Okay, and Alfredo and Jeff are recruiting a lot of people. So Alfredo and Jeff are right here. Okay, they are closing their business centers, right? Okay, they're closing their business centers. Let's say this is Alfredo, this is Jeff, this is you, right? Let's say you bring in a new person, which is fine. Okay, you bring in a new person. Let's say you bring in 2 new people. Okay, they're gonna fall under Alfredo. Alfredo's gonna help them close automatically. Okay, by either bringing in new people or his own teammates, a combination of new people, teammates, new people, teammates. He's gonna help the 2 new people that you brought in. He's gonna help them close because he's gonna drop some people under them so he can close. Okay, now this is Jeff. Now Jeff, let's say on his old board, okay, he cycled. You'll see Jeff again. Okay, you'll see Jeff right here. It doesn't really happen like that. Let me fix this again. Let's just say, okay, I got a better example. This is Alfredo. This is Jeff. You put in 2 new people. Okay, Alfredo brought in some more people, or a combination of his 6 people are landing underneath the 2 new ones. Okay, I close, I cash out, right? But since you sponsored me, I'm gonna go over here again. Okay, so Alfredo's here and Alfredo's here under his own teammate Jeff. Okay, now I'm here and I'm here. Okay, let's say I go and I do it again. I close fast. I'm closing fast. Okay, you did not bring anybody else other than these 2 people. Jeff didn't bring anybody else, but I closed again. I'm gonna show up right here again, and I'm gonna help you cash out again. You guys understanding that? Okay, that's the power in the follow me system. That's what they call the 2x2 follow me. Okay, that's the power in the follow me system. You always follow your sponsor no matter what. You fall into the next possible spot that's open. So a combination of you bringing in new people, or your own teammates are bringing in new people, or they cycling and they showing up on your board again and again and again. Okay, I hope you guys understood that. Now, everything I just explained in the last 13 minutes of this video, okay, I only focused on one way that Ingreso Cybernetico pays. There's 5 more. That's just one way. Okay, I'm not going to get into the other ways because we don't have enough time, but that's only one way that Ingreso Cybernetico pays. We have 6. We have the contest, the monthly contest. Okay, every month there's a new contest for cash prizes. We have the car bonus, which is every month as well. Okay, which comes with an exclusive. Once you're an exclusive President's member, the President's Circle, you're eligible for car bonuses every month. Okay, we have the unilevel residual pay. Okay, like I said, I'll make other videos and I'll explain how this goes. We have the fast start. We have the fast start bonuses. Okay, and then we have the entrepreneur bonuses. Okay, those are the 6 ways to get paid. I spent the last 15 minutes going over one. I'll make another video and show you guys more stuff on how you get paid on Ingreso Cybernetico. Take it easy. My name is Alfredo, Click on the link below if you want more information on how to get started. I ran out of time, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.